So today's question is, out of Moyes' two buys this season, Bowen and Soucek, who is the better player? Well, personally, I think it's Bowen. He just works so hard. I think he hit the ground running, really hungry. I think he really drove the team on and inspired, I would say, a bit of fight and a bit of battle within the rest of the team. Antonio also did the same. Now, Soucek, he was unlucky, wasn't he? Had an injury. After shortly coming, he was out for a few weeks. But since he's been back, I think he's been really good. And so, West Ham employee, he says that we're going to permanently sign him. And it seems to be true from reading it on Twitter. So that would be great, because he'll be a great acquisition to the midfield. He's going to be a great little player for us, I believe. He scored a couple of goals in the last couple of games, hasn't he? So you can see he's happy. So that's good. He's a good prospect for next season. Bowen, like I said, he looks really good. Out of the two, it's him. I think he's been a fantastic buy. And good on you, Moyes. We're not a massive Moyes fan, but give the bloke a bit of credit. He's done a good job, hasn't he? Second time, give him some money, let him build a squad. Let him build his own squad. I hope we will be happily surprised. So take it easy. Keep wearing your colours with pride. Come on, you wide. Up the hammers.
So, who's been the better player out of Soucek and Bowen? For me, they've both been brilliant. There's no one that can say that they haven't lived up to expectations. In fact, I think they've probably, gone past expectations. They've exceeded those expectations. And for two players who cost less than 20 million, that's a bargain in today's game. So well done, David Moyes, for bringing him in, and well done, the club. Who's better? Yeah, I sort of don't really like comparing, but it's fair enough. For me, I think the person that's the player that's had more of an impact in the games he's played since signing is Soucek. Stats-wise, they're probably both very, very close, but he just seems to have an all-round effect on the game. He can make a difference in the midfield, helping out Declan Rice. Scores a few goals, and he's always in the box, looking dangerous. And I think he was unlucky not to score another goal, unless it was chalked off against Chelsea. So it would have been another goal to his game. Bowen's been brilliant for me. Really hard-working player on the wing. Likes to score, likes an assist, and he likes to go past players. There's one thing you don't see a lot of players doing nowadays is trying to beat their man. And he does that quite a few times during the game, but also likes to come back and pass and tackle, switch up the play, etc. So they've both been very good acquisitions, very good players for West Ham at the moment. Soucek's obviously got to sign permanently. So for me, if I had to pick one who's had more of an impact, it's got to be Soucek for me, definitely. But Bowen's both still young, and they can only get better as their careers go along. So Soucek for me, anyway.
Hey everybody, it's Wally from the American Hammers Network, and I'm here to give my opinion on Bowen or Soucek are better players. Wow, that's a tough one. I actually am having trouble deciding. They've both been great. I think Bowen started out really fast and good. He scored, and he's been great on defense. He tracks back really well, and his effort is phenomenal. Excellent effort. Soucek also, he maybe started a little bit slower, had a little injury, but boy, since the restart, he has been amazing. He's been on fire. So it's a tough choice between those two. I looked at the stats on them, and Soucek scored 3 times for us, which is great from that position. He's also been, that last header he had was just phenomenal, just jumping in and hammering it in with his head. I love that. And let's see, he's cropping up in the box all the time, which is really amazing. Bowen also great work rate and everything, and he's scored 1 goal and also 4 assists. So also I looked at their player ratings. They're very high, very similar player ratings. So honestly, I don't know how to decide between the two. I think it's a toss-up. So I'm going to toss a coin. Heads Soucek, tails Bowen. Here we go. So it's tails. That's Soucek, right? Cheers.
Okay, so hi guys. This week's question, a tough one. It's a really tough one. Who's the better signing, Soucek or Bowen? For me, I think, okay, it's a tough one. Okay, but Bowen for me, with their partnership up front, the three of them, Fornals, Antonio, and himself. Then also previously, before the lockdown, we had Bowen, Antonio, and Aller. I'll have to go with Bowen being the better signing, because yes, Soucek has been having goals, about, I think, is it 3 or 4 goals? 3 goals, and most of the time it's from beautiful play from the wings by Bowen. Also great deliveries from the corners by the man Bowen. Then also, I know at some point he's also going to have some goals, so I think he's the better signing. Soucek, a powerful force in the midfield, helps out during defense, also provides attacking options when attacking. So I think, yes, it's a tough one. It's close, but obviously we can't have two signings of the season. But for me, I think Bowen is really doing a good job at the right flank. Also, him being left-footed, just as Yarmolenko, is also giving us a nice option, because he can either cross it or score from it. So yeah, that's what I think. Bowen's better. Yeah, come on, you Ions.
Okay, so the question is, who's made the better start to their West Ham career, Thomas Soucek or Jared Bowen? It's a very, very difficult question. They've both been absolutely magnificent. Both hit the ground running and really have played a big role, I think, in ensuring pretty much now our survival. Choosing between them is difficult. I've really had to think about it and weigh both of them up. Bowen, what can you say? His energy is unbelievable, and he's got pace. His deliveries into the box from corners and crosses, fantastic. Helps out defensively, works his socks off every game. I've been so impressed with Bowen. Absolutely belongs in the Premier League, and we've signed a seriously good player there. Bowen the same, settled in brilliantly, really hit the ground running, and he's been so impressive alongside Rice, and he's been even better since the Premier League returned, adding goals now to his game. He's a huge threat on set pieces, and his ability in open play to arrive into the box with brilliantly timed runs is really impressive. I've decided to plump just about for Thomas Soucek for two main reasons. Number one, as I've already said, he's added goals to his game. He's scoring goals now, and that's been vital to us in these last few games. The other reason is that he's settled in so quickly, despite the fact that he's from a foreign country. He came from the Czech Republic. You wouldn't have blamed him if it took him a little bit of time to settle in, but he's been absolutely fantastic right from the off. You'd expect Bowen to be able to hit the ground running, being an English player, but for Soucek to come from the Czech Republic and settle in the way he has been incredibly impressive. So for that reason, I'm going with Soucek just.
evening, everyone. Coming to you from Japan instead of Hawaii or San Diego. This week's question is kind of difficult because who's the better signing, Soucek or Bowen? Which are completely some of the best signings we've had in the past couple of years. Where do I go? So Soucek, his performance since the restart has been phenomenal. He is showing his leadership qualities and commanding the pitch, and the way the plays are being made perfectly. I think he is suited to be there center midfield all day long. And then we have Bowen, who has just been such a playmaker since the restart. We actually have a real attacking sense since he started playing for us, which I love. I feel like we're actually being aggressive going forward, which is rare, because I always feel like we're aggressive, and then pull back on the second half, and then we just fall to pieces. And now we actually have a chance with Bowen. Bowen has definitely been a playmaker, and I can't wait to see for next season. That's what I can't wait for. Well, anything else? Please just come yell at me on Twitter or whatever. But come on, you Irons.
For West Ham fans everywhere, this is the ultimate football app for you. Never miss a thing with the latest West Ham news, gossip and social stories as they break. Download the free COY Irons app now from the App Store and Google Play.